mob came, and I had a peaceful trip home. But then they said, you can go to Hawthorne. It's not mandatory you have gym. I said, okay, cool.
Hawthorne, I went out to Pontiac to pick up my brother. I seen a lot of like kids like go there, and then like Hawthorne literally just like raised them, man.
It's what?
I've watched Hawthorne raise kids.
They raise them?
Yeah, because the parents are never around. They're over there. They get stuck there,
a lot
you
of them
know.
are too crazy.
Yeah.
My friend Kurt, his mama told me, he went to Hawthorne because he used to chase me in kindergarten. He used to chase me around the kitchen table with a butcher knife.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Like Jason, he's a nut.
You know what's funny? One of the kids that I took in a prison, he was getting fucked with. I called him Long Neck because his neck was like this long. And you know what he was in there for, man? Stabbing his stepdad with a fork because the stepdad unplugged the internet. Because he wouldn't go to school, wasn't doing good. All he wanted to do was play video games. And he stabbed his dad with a fork. Like,
they ought to know that children, that's highly addicting.
That's crazy, man.
It is. For letting
that's
children
true.
Have it. Now they make them do it at school.
Right. It bothers me.
It's worse than dope.
I agree. And now they got these computers in like the McDonald's and stuff.
Away.
I believe that. The parents aren't being taught to be parents. Here's some
heroin, son. Do it.
Right.
I want to take it away from you. Huh. Well, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, they're going to fucking tear up the whole world. Yeah. Well, like, I wasn't taught much, you know what I mean? My mom, in kindergarten, man, I walked myself to school. My mom didn't take me to school, man. My mom was too high. My mom was staying every day. I got social services. My second grade teacher tried to call the state on my mom and take me in.
Uh-oh.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, it was nuts.
Because she wouldn't walk you to school?
Well, she wasn't walking me to school. I always wore the same clothes and shit, you know what I mean? My mom never bought me clothes. The only clothes she ever got me were the clothes she would fucking kick she would break into all the lockers at the school board she worked at, Dearborn Public Schools, and she would take like all the Arabic kids' clothes and give them to me and shit. And then I'd get my clothes from like the church and stuff.
What did she do there? She worked there?
My mom was a janitor there
so
pretty much.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, she was, she cleaned.
Well, that was convenient.
It was a good job for her.
Get some nice clothes.
I did have some nice stuff. My mom, I love my mom, you know what I mean? My mom, I put her in retrospect. That's why they call me in retrospect. I feel bad for my mom, man. She had a kid at 15. My two older brothers' father knocked her up. He was 20 years old. She was only 15.
Stepfather?
Well, it'd be my two older brothers' father that took me in.
Who knocked her up?
My two older brothers' father. My older brother Michael, my older brother Christopher.
Knocked your mom?
Yeah, knocked my mom up, and she was only 15. And he was 19, 20, She didn't even get to be a child, like live her teenage life in a sense. She was just...
Well, my first girlfriend, she started having sex when she was 5 from her older brothers.
I could see that.
She was a nympho.
I believe that. I could see that.
After 3 months, I was sick of sex.
Yeah, I bet. You're crazy. You're stupid. You're stupid.
In a lifetime. Goodbye.
Yeah, right? I've had plenty too. There's only one woman.
For her. She started moving in guys.
Yeah, really?
I don't like this.
Yeah, she wanted
her pal in Ypsilanti Nut House came out, and she said, I have him living with me.
Oh,
He's
fuck
the father
all that.
of my kid. And I knew what she wanted.
Oh, yeah, she wanted to be dicked down by two guys.
Watch while we're doing a 1-year-old kid. What did the kid want to be watching?
Yeah.
I want the kid to watch.
No.
I know what she was up to. Wait till the kid's 5.
Yeah.
Daddy's gonna teach you.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna be around her. She didn't have any hate for her brother. She loved him.
Dude, I just gotta tell you.
An Arbor girl.
You reminding me what happened. A story. So I was just working at Michigan Imported Cars, and the people that I worked for were really, really like good people, man. The two dad and son that run the business. The son works 40 hours, right? And then firefights on top of that. 24/7. This guy is a fucking machine. I don't know how he does it.
Like my sister.
And it blows my mind. His name is Scott, man, and he's the most amazing dude on this earth, man. I'm telling you, he's what pushes me to do the YouTube, what I'm doing now. He let me like blossom, you know, like flower in his company and use my gift, you know. I found it in a sense, you know, because of him.
Oh.
But he told me just this because you said the nympho girl, right? You know, she was getting fucked by, you know, by her parents,
She
that type
taught
of stuff.
how to give head to her older brother
Right.
when she
So
was 5.
I believe that. I believe that.
I believe it too, the way she was going.
So well, it was taught by her. You know, she was taught that at a young age. But what I was gonna say though is he's a firefighter and he would always, you know, like all the time come to work, you know, and tell us what happened, you know, that night, you know. And you know, I got a police radio too, and I listen to the police radio, so I already know like what he goes through and what he sees. But over that, I don't know, you know where Brighton is, like Heartland area, like Howell area, Michigan, Howell, Michigan. That's where he's at. He firefights out that way,
Oh,
and he got a
volunteer guy, huh?
right. No, he's full time.
Oh,
Full time. He gets paid.
huh?
Yeah, he gets paid. He
Wow.
flies the drones and stuff when they get. He's the only person in the state of Michigan that is certified in Hamburg Township in his township to fly the drone when like they go on high speed police chases or like they're trying to find people that are lost in the woods and stuff. What's funny is when if the police need it, they got to call him in Hamburg because he's the only one that has that certification in that township. And the machine, it's a military rig. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money. They're not just gonna hand it to anybody. So that tells you what type of person he is. Well, he told me not even 2 months ago, this guy, the FBI was following him for molesting his children, and among many other children, and he was doing this online, like on the internet, and he was selling the videos, and people were actually buying the videos and stuff. So he was using his kids to make money, molest them. You know what I mean? And the FBI was following him for a while, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the reason why the firefighters even got called in is because the guy realized he was being followed. And right before, like, the FBI called because when the FBI goes into a house, they got to call the area jurisdiction that they're in before they, and even if they have the warrant, they got to contact and let them know they have a warrant before they can go in. It's just policy.
Contact the owner?
Well, they got to contact the jurisdiction they're in. FBI is federal, but they still got to contact the county. You know what I'm saying? You're right. The locals. Yeah. And so the firefighters got called in because dude fucking blew his brains out. So he fucking pussy ass bitch. He knew he was about to get raped in prison. Couldn't even. I wish he would have went to prison. Them boys would have fucked him up. Fucking rape your kids like that, man. That's crazy, dude. And what bothers me even more is people are actually buying the stuff.
Oh yeah, they make it look so good that people say, "Oh, that's online. It must be legal."
No.
They play dumb. You know, they play stupid. Like the medicines.
Sick.
Oh well, if they're selling it, must be good. The only side effects is I'll drop dead.
Yeah. I just made a video yesterday about that today. The Indian lady was trying to push 15 different depression medications on me, right? And then told me that I was hallucinating because I talked to Jesus. She told me I was crazy. And then I felt like, and then I asked her, I was like, she's like, well, I was like, I'm not comfortable with this, you know? And she was like, well, we just need this information so that, basically so we can give you the medication. And I was like, basically, so you're telling me you work for the government and that you guys just need all this information to have backup in case I die or something. You guys have
to get your
to get money,
medication stuff.
This is actually, I get marijuana legally. I go recreational.
The government pays for it, right?
No, I go recreational, yeah. Oh. It's recreational. I don't get a medical marijuana license. I go recreationally.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have one. My dad has one.
Cheap. You know, I used to.
I had one when I grew it, but I haven't renewed it.
Oh.
You have to renew
them?
Yeah, you got to renew them if you have a medical one.
I
right?
gotta use a outdated parking handicap thing because
Nice.
my mom, she's too handicapped to get to the Secretary of State to renew it.
That's so old.
This is stupid, man. This is
That's
plain
crazy.
stupid.
They need to have a system where they can do it online, where they can send it.
You know, my mom don't know how to do it. She thinks the line, this computer shit is taboo. She won't allow it in the house.
Yeah, it's hard to. My Polish family's like that.
Money's taboo.
Too. Yeah, that's true.
Look at the kids get so addicted they'll kill for it.
Yeah, the kid stabbed the fucking stepdad with a fork. Didn't even grab a knife, man. He used a fork. That's got to hurt more, I think.
Well, the kid is desperate.
Yeah, I see.
You know, if he would have killed him, that would have been a murder of passion.
Yeah. Murder one because it was premeditated.
Murder one is when you plan it.
Yeah.
I went out and got a knife.
That's crazy.
He used a fork because it's the only thing he had in his hand and it triggered something. A defense mechanism.
He was actually a good kid, man. That's pretty much how. Well, I feel like his parents were actually strangling him. How it's funny how you just did that because the kid was actually a good kid, man. He ended up coming out all right when he left. He lost all of his weight. He built up all of his muscle.
Wow.
I got him reading. Being wanting to learn and stuff, and I've talked to him since I've been home, and he's been home. He's doing all right. Has a job. His mom was really fucked up, like my mom, so.
You making movies right now?
Yeah, I record everything. I have to. It's my.
Is that one of the 4 kitty cats you had?
Yeah, this is the only one that I was able to save. All the other ones had bloated bellies.
Yeah, that cat looks like it looks pretty
It's
good.
gonna be fine.
You know your cats.
Yeah. I can train them like dogs. I can get them to follow me, all types of stuff.
Oh.
I've learned how to do it. And what inspired me was it's funny how I mentioned to you that I used to walk myself to school in kindergarten. I used to have a black cat named Tiffers. Well, my mom had a black cat named Tiffers, and it used to walk me to school every morning.
The cat walks you?
The cat would follow me to school every morning.
Well, yeah,
And when I got out of school,
they
do.
We used to go for walks and our cat would follow us around.
Well, what's crazy though is when I got out of school, guess where it would be? It'd be at the corner waiting for me.
Oh yeah. Cats they're
smart,
good,
man.
They're good kitties.
They are. And you know what's funny? And what's funny too is people don't believe me. But you can ask anyone in my family. The cat would poop and piss in the toilet.
Mine did too.
Yeah.
I had one that would sit right
It'd sit in the toilet, and
piss
poop.
right in the toilet.
Yeah.
Freaked me out, man.
And it would flush the toilet. And what's fucking crazy too is if the toilet seat was closed, it would fucking shit in the sink. And it would only do this if the litter box was too full. It was too dirty. If the litter box was empty, it would poop in the litter box. But if the litter box had too much poop in it would poop in the toilet. And it knew how to flush the toilet.
Oh man!
I swear on everything. I put this on God. I used to watch this I watched this. It fucked me up.
My gray and white cat, he just loved to sitting on the toilet, doing his number.
It's
Doing this
crazy.
thing of it.
That's what I'm saying. When I would walk down the hallway in the house and I'd see this, I was young. And this was going on. I would tell everybody. All my friends used to tell me I was lying and want to beat me up and stuff. And I would try to take them home and show them,
Yeah.
Crazy. But my, what's crazy too is what the news will do to you. And it was 96, 97. They had Channel 4, Channel 2 News had an episode or whatever it was, that a cat fell asleep on one of the babies and smothered it.
Oh.
So my stepdad, my 2 younger brothers' father, his mother took a broom and because Tiffers would always sleep in the crib next to my brother when he was born, and Tiffers was next to the baby's head, next to it, and my step-grandma basically seen it and freaked out because she seen the episode, the thing on the news, and started beating Tiffers with a broom. I've never seen that cat again. Cat just ran away and never came
Beat
back.
the cat?
Beat the fuck out of the cat right in
Poor
front of me.
kitty.
Yeah. Like, you fucking stupid cat trying to kill the baby. Ah! Like, freaking out. Like, what's funny is she would freak out on me for no reason and grab me by my hair, bro, and would spin like in circles, like a tornado. Yeah, like in a circle, like a fucking whirlwind, bro. And like hit me and shit and scream at me and tell me I'm fucking useless. And yeah, her son would kick me through the wall. I've been through the
Well,
wall.
basically, when you were little, you were dealing with giants.
Yeah, I was abused by giants.
Giants.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yep. Same thing. Yeah.
Get beat by giant.
All day long.
Like if it was not compared to now, the guy would be 12 feet tall.
Yeah, that's how it felt.
So,
It's crazy.
So as long as there ain't no 12-foot tall giants,
No more.
I can't get hurt no more.
That's right. You know, I was actually just reading in the Bible that the angels that came down that supposedly slept with the women, they thought that our women were beautiful, and that's how the giants were created. Yeah, that's what the Bible says. The Bible says that the Nephilim, they call them something that starts with the N. They were intelligent people. They weren't angels. They were called angels because, you know, they were considered. They come from the heavens. That's why they were considered angels. But they were just another form of God's creations that actually came here on this earth, and they liked our women. They thought our women were beautiful, and they ended up mingling with them. And that's how we have the giants. That's why we have the giant people. That's what the Bible says. I believe it. I truly believe it. Yeah.
I saw one woman come into the doctor's office. She was ripe.
Yeah, ready to go, huh?
Yeah, she had her hot pants on. Her legs were just perfect, and
Oh yeah.
and the top and her hair
Sounds
was
like you're
long.
ready.
And she come walking in.
Just like, yeah, I know that, love that walk, yeah.
And I say,
Yeah, just ready. Yeah.
"Oh,
Shining.
no, this woman's ripe.
Yeah, they do that.
After a few years, she'll be a big mama.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Big mama."
And that reminds me of the song
See when they
Karma.
were ripe, and
Yeah,
they turn some poor unsuspecting fool.
yeah. And always at the bar, knocks him up. Ditzy as
And
hell.
my poor little brother. Yeah,
Your brother's on one?
I
He's
think so.
messing
That's
with
why he
him?
don't like me.
Why?
He's stuck
Oh, you're stuck on a fat woman?
with a
Yeah.
Mary.
My cousin
She's got
Fred's
an
like that.
attitude.
Oh, a lot of big women are like that.
She got her master's. Now she's got
that's why.
certificates that says that
That's
she's
why she has a
smart,
master's
she can
degree.
Be as stupid as she wants.
Right. That's why she is the way she is, because she has a master's. She thinks
If
she's
she's
some
so
shit.
smart. How come she teaches retard kids?
Yeah. I guess it makes sense. And she probably does it for fashion though.
You know, stress will make a person not be able to use
that's
their brain.
true. I couldn't be able to teach. I wouldn't have the patience.
Anger management says anger, stress, and it blocks insight. That blocks your brain.
It does. It does.
Anger is brought on by fear.
I mentioned that.
The place I want to manage your anger, manage your fear, manage your anger. I forget what it's called, but it's about both basically the same. Yeah.
Well, I know ever since I've been started worshiping Jesus and reading the Bible every day, I'm slow to anger compared to what I used to be. I used to be like hot, like, listen, people cut me off, bro. I would listen, this is who I am, man. I would drive down, cut them off, hop out my car, open the door, and sock them in the fucking face. That's who I am. I've seen people run people off a road. I'm serious, I've done it. I'll blow through the fucking window and hit you. That's how bad of a temper I was. It was horrible. I had girlfriends would make me drop them off because they didn't want to be in a car with me because they were so fucking scared.
Your car can make it's sort of, I used to run people off the road, man.
I never did it on purpose. You know what I mean? Like these people always did something. These people always did something
One time
wrong.
I stopped. This guy was following me around. From my friends, I grabbed a baseball bat. And
Oh,
chased this
jeez.
guy.
That's always the worst. Yeah, holding him by the neck.
No, he took off.
Oh, he
fast.
took off. Yeah, well, you had a baseball bat.
He backed up, and then unknowingly he ran. He drove into which was a dead end. You know, between two houses looked like a street, and then I stopped, and said, and I watched it as he stopped, and then he backed up, and he was panicky.
Freaking out, shaking.
Oh, yeah.
Shaking like a leaf.
My anger is short lived.
Yeah.
You know,
Mine too. I let it go fast.
You know, when I
Me
see
too.
the person's terrified and trying to get the hell away, then
You already won.
You know, I'm a merciful person. I
me
ain't
too,
gonna kill
right.
nobody.
I agree.
They'd have to really
Push me.
If he tried to run me down, then I'd jump on his hood and start beating through the windshield.
You have to be on my face. Yeah, exactly. You have to be on my face. And you'd have to really be threatening me. I couldn't imagine you ever killing somebody. You.
Oh, in Hawthorne, I used to. This guy wrapped his legs around me.
What the fuck?
And I went like this.
Oh,
I
fuck.
tried to squeeze him.
Trying to bring him down. Yeah.
So I can hold my breath, so I knew I would.
Well, you're
kill
tall
him,
too.
At least pass him out.
Yeah.
But a teacher stopped us.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah. He was a cool guy. I think he was the guy that taught me how. Well, he was in driver's ed, I believe. No, it's so long ago. It's hard to remember all of that.
So many memories.
Yeah. Well, we were stopped, but I didn't hate the guy. I was his friend.
You know what's funny you say that is every guy that I've ever really fought with growing up, I ended up best friends with. Yeah.
So, but it's when you're being choked.
Other than
to death
Gary.
with his legs wrapped around me.
Yeah, fucking, what are you supposed to do? You gotta try to kill him, huh?
Sort of.
That happened to me a couple
embarrassing
times.
Situation.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah,
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to look like that.
It's
Who wants to? Yeah,
embarrassing.
who wants to look like that?
Yeah, everybody thinks.
Especially if there's other people around.
Oh yeah, you killed the guy.
Yeah.
I'm a punk.
Yeah.
I'm a punk.
I'm a bitch.
You got killed.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be a punk.
No, that's why I carry it. Well, that's why I keep this,
Dude, I would never be able to go to school again without being embarrassed.
That's why I keep this.
You got punked out.
I know people don't play around.
Is that the only one you got?
Maybe.
I thought you had two.
I have plenty of guns. I just don't. This is the only one I keep around. This is the only one you need
First
around.
time I saw that,
It's the only one
I
you need
could have
around.
sworn it was all stainless steel. My imagination played tricks on my eyes.
No.
I said, wow, look at that stainless steel thing. But it's funny how you can't see straight,
You can check it out if you want. Just don't pump it.
Look at it. Ooh, this upper. It's not as heavy as my brother's semi-automatic Thompson. Now that damn thing I couldn't pick up.
Was that heavy? Thompsons are nice.
Yeah, it was only semi-automatic though.
Yeah, those are nice.
So look at this, probably in the basement. Big round clip.
Yeah, those are nice.
Oh, I can't pick it up, man.
Big drum on it and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, I like it because it's the only. What's
nice about this is, unless you know about it, nobody can pick it up and just.
No.
And then you can take it from them before they figure it out.
What's funny is so I traded. What's funny about this, right? Is the rear end. I traded off of that truck. I got 2 chainsaws. I traded a rear end for this and 2 chainsaws, right?
Which one?
The kid told me he was shooting it, right? And it stopped working. And I know guns. I've been, I my background, So I was like, there's no way, you know what I mean? The gun's simple. There's only 3 pieces to that gun.
Which gun was not working?
Well, no, what he said this one. He said it stopped working, right? That's why, because he wanted to trade me 2 chainsaws, right, for my rear end. I told him, I was about to tell him I need more. You know what I mean? He's like, well, I got a shotgun too. He
All
didn't.
right, man.
Well, he didn't tell me that
For a
it.
rear end.
Right from that truck that's back there. Well,
That's a pretty
it's a
nice
big
one.
right. Well, he told me he was shooting it and it stopped working when he got here, and I'm like listening to him, and I'm like, there's no way. So I ended up taking it. You know what's funny? You know what was wrong the whole time?
So you traded a rear end for 2 chainsaws and
this.
that.
Yeah, the whole time. The safety. He never shot it, first of all.
Oh, he didn't know
lying.
about the safety.
He never shot it. He didn't know about the safety, right? He knew this right here, right? Back and forth, but he didn't know that. He didn't know about this.
Oh,
He never shot the gun. He lied to me, so I ended up getting the gun, which is fine. I'd rather me have it.
Double safety.
Right.
Or you rather have you.
Well, it needs to be
It's
with
better
me.
to have him have it, because if the rear end's no good, he'll come back and shoot you. I've had trouble like
Oh, that was a 40,000.
I gave a guy a damn trans-free, and he tried to, and he
That rear
bent
end
up
is-
the dipstick, and it all
That's-
oil leaked out.
Putting
He
it
dragged
in.
me into the car and then tried to
Really?
give me a death ride in the rain in Detroit. And
People are fucking stupid, man.
I said, hey, man, you don't have to be crazy about this. I'll just give you another trans.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna,
Well, that axle was a solid rear axle. It was only had 40,000 miles on it. It was an American axle, so. And the kid, he was a kid. I ain't worried about that.
So the kid, that was a kid that gave you a shotgun?
Well, I call him a kid. He was young, He was, you gotta remember, I'm 30s. He was probably in his 20s, like early, 19,
Did you get
20.
a receipt from him or
No.
videotape the transaction?
Fuck no. Why
Because
would I do
he
that?
might put it on the hot sheet, man.
I ain't worried about that. He probably got it from somebody that he don't know.
Who knows?
I ain't worried about all
Nobody
that.
really gives a care.
I don't.
You know,
I'd rather have it without a
sort of
paper.
like a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now all you gotta do is get a silencer.
Right.
I'm reading this book. I'm gonna start manufacturing them.
You should. Especially with these robots that they got now.
Because those things are too loud, man.
With the guns, yeah, they are. I hear them. They shoot them off right down the street all the time. I hear them.
My
Ba, ba, ba,
22, I like that because,
I had a Ruger 22. I ended up selling it to a friend, and the friend was selling women, and the girl knew that he had it, and she ended up taking it and shooting one of the guys, one of her Johns, trying to take advantage of
Did you
it.
ever shoot that one?
I haven't shot it yet. No.
Because I had a bolt action shotgun 12 gauge, and it kicked like a mule, man. It hurt me.
I've racked off.
I'm just wondering if that thing has some kind of thing that absorbs the kick.
You just need a smaller gun. That's all.
Oh, smaller.
Just smaller load. That's all.
Yeah, load.
Just smaller load. I mean, there's different guns that have. You need more weight.
Put a stock on that?
Look, that was what I was just about to tell you. If you want it to not kick back, you need more weight on it. That's all.
Yeah.
You get like a wooden stock that has more weight to it.
There ain't
Actually.
no fold up stock on that thing. Is there?
Well, this is why I got it. It's a 3-piece, all right? You can take it apart by hand. You don't need any tools to disassemble it. That's why I got
Doesn't
it.
have a.
They have so many different ones, yes. That's why you unscrew it. You take this bolt out, you can get different stocks. That's a pistol grip. I had that.
I'd have to do it like that. 'Cause
I got that for a reason.
Tunnel, you know.
Right.
Well, that's a dandy, man. It's about the same size as my
They're my favorite guns.
my M1 carbine.
Oh, I love those. Those are nice too.
Yeah, I found it in the garbage.
Really?
Box of bullets.
That's crazy.
Stock was gone. I bought
An M1 carbine in the
a
garbage.
partial stock at a gun store that had a little damage to it for $5.
That's not bad.
So then I jerry rigged it on, and it looks operable, but I never shot it. I bought a clip at the army.
Maybe we
surplus.
can. Maybe I can help you come over there. Maybe we can do something with it if you want.
Yeah,
I can maybe help you. Yeah, I can help you maybe fix them.
Well, if I
listen.
could buy a nice stock, but
We can go to the gun show. Maybe we can go to the gun
Some
show together or something. I'm gonna be traveling, so part of the YouTube why I'm doing this, bub, is I'm gonna be talking to people. You know how like you just come up. I'm gonna be doing global warming. I grew up on Michigan Lake and Lake Erie on the Great Lakes. My two older brother's father that's raised me. That's the reason why I'm going on a sailboat. Plus my background. I've been on a boat my whole life. I've watched the water rise over the years.
Oh,
And
yeah, it's getting
global warming is really happening, and all the traveling that I've done, I've seen it. And so I'm trying to make it more aware. Like people don't know, like all the girls that are taking all these birth, medication and stuff, birth control, it's getting into our ecosystem. The water plants aren't cleaning it out, and it's messing up our fish. They're doing tests on it.
My
Like,
brother's wife was taking it. Now she can't have kids.
see, it's
And it messed up her body, and
it goes fucked up, right?
she's like,
Yeah, it's evil.
I don't want to sleep
evil.
with you. Get away.
You know what's crazy is the Bible. It clearly says
Crush me when I'm sleeping.
it says pharmacopoeia is evil. It's if you do the translation, pharmacy is pharmacopoeia.
That
It's,
sucker's heavy, man.
well, it does 3-inch
If you
magnums.
put all the bullets in it,
It is. It does.
It'll really be.
It does. It has them in there.
Yeah, that
There's four-
Thompson
there's
my
four in
brother
there.
had, man, I couldn't even. It was impossible.
That's a big gun,
to lift
though.
the damn
That's a big
thing
gun.
up,
That's a
man.
real big gun. Well, those two guns are usually really meant to be
And
mounted.
he had it in a guitar case.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
He's a
That's
nut.
cool. Yeah, you can tell he's a
Gun
nut. Yeah, he's a nut. Yeah.
He's a gun nut.
Yeah, I'm not a gun nut. I'm a ceiling nut. I'm a weather nut. Jesus nut.
It's a
But
night sucker. Yeah. And I like the clip. Pop.
yeah, the reason why I got this because it's a pump. You have to pump it every time. So
Nice.
every time I shoot somebody, it's intentional.
Oh yeah, well,
So-
it better be. You don't want to shoot people accidentally.
Well, that's why I got it.
You never point a gun at somebody unless you're going to shoot them.
No, I agree.
I guess the cops want to shoot me.
And you never shoot above the waist
The
either.
only one I ever had pointing a loaded gun at me was a cop.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody.
That's good though.
My two neighbors were fighting. I called the cops, and then they're attacking the victim, and I explained he's the victim, and the cop pointed a damn loaded gun at me, and started using profanity again on me. So, hell with you guys. I'm
Yeah,
going.
I would have left too.
This is ridiculous.
People are crazy.
Got me out of trouble. He years ago he would tell me, don't ever call the cops. If you do, they'll come and shoot you.
Yeah.
And he was picking the
He ain't
damn
lying.
fight on a
He's
drunk-
not lying.
on the other neighbor, because he was jealous of because I was giving him attention. He wanted the
Wanted
attention.
attention? What
He
the
was on a
fuck?
drunk nut.
Oh, fucking wasted.
I told the cop.
I hate people when they're
later
drinking,
on,
man. Drinking's the worst.
When things calmed down, I was giving them my statement. And I said, yeah, I think it's the gold tooth. Everybody wants me.
Yeah, they want the
'Cause I
tooth.
got that.
They keep pulling it.
Gold in my mouth.
That's right.
Anything that comes out of my mouth is gold.
Is gold.
He says, yeah, and the cop
That's
said, yeah,
awesome.
What about the other end? I bet that's gold too.
Gold
huh?
too. It
Yeah.
is. It is. It is when you worship Jesus.
Like one Adam 12. They are they're just so rude, man.
Most of them are.
Yeah. Except the women cops, they're nice.
Well, they're usually hot too.
Yeah, but we were coming back from Colorado and Indiana. They had a task force.
I never had a problem with a woman,
and they
female.
Searched
female
everybody.
officer.
They searched.
I even
used
had them in the corrections.
used probes in the gas tank of the vehicle we're towing, and there was a beautiful woman with a tattoo on her back that frisked my buddy.
Nice.
And I had a guy, and I told her he's got contraband in his butthole. Oh, he was so pissed.
He boofed it.
He was so pissed, but nobody believed me.
That's gross.
I wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, I'd see if they actually went up his butt. Yeah, I would have been pissed too. I was waiting to see. I've seen some stupid shit, man. People boofing shit. It's fucked
I
up.
was mad because he got the bitch and I didn't. So I had,
Whatever,
I got
right?
angry.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, he deserves to get. He
deserves what he got.
Sodomized with them cops because I didn't get the bitch. I wanted a bitch cop frisk me, man.
man,
You
listen.
can't do all the driving because the thing we were towing fish-tailed the vehicle.
Women officers are hot.
Real
I can tell
bad.
you.
And you got fighting all the way from Indiana.
That's a long cruise, man.
Yeah.
I got here in 3 hours doing 90, pulling that Geo Metro. It's a cruise.
His insurance company told him that vehicle couldn't do it. He wouldn't believe it.
Yeah?
He was fourth warned.
Huh.
Yeah, he had to go do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Hmm.
wouldn't do it until I went with him. I said, I don't want to do that. And the only thing I got for all my work was a buffalo burger.
A Buffalo burger?
A buffalo
Oh,
burger.
a buffalo burger. A real buffalo?
Yeah, he
I've never
said
ate
he
buffalo.
had $100 from me because he fell short of his money and his debit card wasn't filled up until the next day. I want to borrow some money, and I made record of every single thing he owed me and everything. You know, I gave him $150 because I was loaded. I didn't go that far without no money. If you got it, you got to have it in your pocket, man.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
if you ain't got it, you
It's
broke.
useless. It's your bro.
Yep.
That's true. You got to be ready all times. Jesus commands it as
I
well.
carry at least a couple $1,000 on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep around 1,000 on me. Yes.
My credit card,
Yeah.
my debit card.
I try when I travel the world. I try to keep 1,000 on me, no more, no less. When I travel, cash.
Sometimes they won't take cash, and you got to use this. Other
yeah,
times
that's
they
true.
don't use this, and
That's
you
true.
gotta have cash.
And Cash App, from my experience recently, it used to be different back then, but because of Cash App the last few years, internationally, Cash App has probably been the most reliable for me so far.
Camp Chef?
Cash App.
Which Cash App?
It's an application you download on these newer phones,
Oh.
and they will send you they send you a card in the mail, so you basically have a bank
Cash
account.
App.
Yeah, it's basically like having a bank account.
But
without
in your
ba-
phone,
Yeah.
but without a card.
Well, you get a card. You get a card too. You can order a card. Mine even says mine, and it's metal too. They're nice.
You can access through your phone.
Right. Well, you download the app, right, and then you
Cash App.
Yep, you download the app, Cash App, and then you add money to it from your bank or from, any store. I put King Jesus. King Jesus, because I worship Jesus. And then you flip it.
You don't say Jesus, does it?
Put right there. That's my name on the back. And then I put, Jesus, on it.
Visa.
Yeah, it's the only one that works around the world for me, man.
Around the world. You're a world guy.
Well, I'm going to be traveling as well for the YouTube channel now as well. So most of my travels were for work related.
You don't have a passport, do you?
What do you mean?
A passport to go?
Yeah, I got to renew it.
Oh, yeah, my sister goes all over the world. Where does it say? Oh, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. King Jesus, man.
Yeah.
He's just changed
I
me.
had no eye trouble since I went to the stone house. They're all touching me on my head and stuff, praying for me. No more eye pain.
I believe it. Isn't that crazy?
I still use my drops because
It-
late at night it starts hurting after
Well, when people
a
pray,
full day,
when people pray, they don't realize they pray. They're putting energy. They're putting spiritual energy into you, right?
Hand or hand.
Right. They have to touch you, yeah.
Back,
Right.
fixing my back up.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work though to do that.
When
And
we went to NA, we were hugging each other.
you go to. Why do you think? Like, if you look at the cats,
That's energy.
right? If you look at the cats, they sleep together. They're supposed to be sleeping together. A lot of all these families, they separate and they go in these different rooms. They're supposed to be sleeping in the bed together. People don't understand, man. I've been doing the studies, like watching animals and stuff, like human behavior and stuff, because of like society and all these beliefs. And I've been reading the Bible and Jesus, and what he really said.
Sleep with me.
Yeah, you're supposed to be together.
Doggy likes to sleep with me.
That's why the Bible says when you leave your father and wife, you leave your father and mother, you're supposed to go to a wife and you're supposed to be in another home. You're supposed to have family. That's why people are so miserable, because they're not with anybody. And the reason why though the relationships aren't lasting is because they're not worshiping Jesus. There's no Jesus in the relationship.
Yeah.
I know every relationship I ever had didn't work, and that's till recently.
That's good.
All right, and that's only because of who, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just something about him, man. He just changed everything for me.
Yeah.
That's why I talk about him so much, and it's got me in trouble. My whole family left me, man. My
Yeah.
family, none of my family talks to me. None of them.
Your mom's still around?
My mom don't talk to me either.
She don't talk to you?
Nobody will answer the phone for me. Nobody will talk to me. Everybody blocked me. Ever since I come home and said that I love Jesus and I told him I'm doing ministry, and
Oh.
my dad, even when I told him my Facebook, went viral, that I'm going to be making YouTube, that, I have famous people messaging me, emailing me, he didn't believe me, and I was showing him everything, and he still didn't believe me. And he moved out because of it. That's kind of why I'm selling this place, because I don't want to be here anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And he didn't put the effort into getting to know my fiance, which is Mexican. And, she speaks Spanish, so her accent's really deep.
Wow.
And it's really hard for her, you know what I mean? And he put no effort into getting to know her at all. And what really fucking pissed me off, this woman, right, sat up all night long thinking about what to cook for my dad and for his stupid fucking girlfriend. And then they ate, which the food was amazing. They when people don't say anything, they don't talk, that means the food's usually good. When they're yapping, and they're quiet, they didn't even appreciate it. They were just thank you. They didn't put any effort into talking to us.
Shut off. Click.
I told them, that's what I told them. You click. Bye.
Click.
Bye. This was the first woman to love me for me. You know what I mean? And actually talk to me about my past, you know what I mean? And tell me deep things, you know what I mean? And I told her things that I've never told before, and she wants the same things as me. She wants to travel as me. I'm selling all my stuff for Jesus and for her.
Yeah. What's that? Remington
That's
firearm you got?
it's a Mossberg 500. Moss? Like Moss?
Moss, yeah, I heard.
Yeah, Mossberg.
Mossberg. Is that a good brand?
The reason why I bought it is Mossberg. The reason why I bought it is because of the necessity.
For the
reason,
brand, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about the reason why I wanted the gun in the first place is because of the historical meaning behind it.
Oh,
the reason,
Moss is a good.
Right, it is it's the best brand for guns. Smith and Wesson.
Moss.
Smith and Wesson is the best.
Oh yeah, I got Smith and Wesson fire.
But Mossberg came out.
Knife.
Hello.
How
are you?
Oh, it's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that made my eye pain go.
Oh yeah.
It's all gone. As soon as I got home, I didn't even feel it.
It's amazing. We were just talking about it. Yeah.
God is our healer.
He is.
It's so nice to hear testimonies. Sometimes it takes time, and sometimes boom.
There's his kid
it does.
rescued.
Oh, is it just one?
One of the 4 that survived.
Well, if you want to hear the story, there was 12. God told me to go over there. I seen one really sick the other day.
You want me to take him? Cause we have a mom cat.
I have.
You have a mom cat that will adopt it?
Well, we could try her.
Yeah.
What about your mom cat? He had a mom cat.
You want?
It's a wild cat.
If you're gonna take the cats, you would have to take 4, and I would only keep 1.
That one you want?
No.
Oh.
No, I would keep the oldest one because I don't have time for the youngest ones. They're actually stressing me out.
Yeah, my husband might get mad at me.
She got too many cats.
Oh, they're so little.
Yeah, they're sick. They're doing well though.
Is it?
He used to
I
be in
see
the army.
3 so far, 1 and 2.
Yeah, this one. So there was 12 of them. I think 2 litters. The mom ditched most of them. 5 of them died on me in the last 2 days. 3, the baby one, there was 4. She ditched them immediately. I think they're incest kitties, that's why. And their eyes were completely closed shut, and their noses, the mom never licked the eyes open.
Oh, they're supposed to lick them open.
Right, the mom's supposed to lick the eyes open. She never licked them open. Those 2, the eyes were, they were fine, they were eating, but their eye, both one eye was closed, so they could only use one eye. They're fine now. I forced them to swim for 2 days. To loose everything up.
Water.
Oh wow, that's smart.
And
Did you ever hear of that?
No, but I heard of
bacitracin.
No, just warm water, rub their
Yeah.
eyes, or some tea.
Well,
Yeah.
those cats are all
Well,
right
that's
now.
I had the thing is that's what
Oh,
I would
good.
normally
He
do with
knows his
one.
stuff.
I would normally do that with
Oh.
one, but I had 9 of them.
I know. We
And-
have.
Right.
I gave you a little bit of soft cat food.
Yeah, they're eating it. I'm happy because they didn't want it at
they
first,
weren't
but
sure. then they.
I put hot water on it and let it
Soften.
soften. They go right at it.
Oh.
I'm so thankful
Oh, good.
because
I can give you a few
it's
more.
been hard.
I
Whatever you can help with, because I want to keep them for my sailboat.
oh, I'll give you the food then.
That'd be
Because
great.
He's
I don't
going to
think-
go in
I don't
dangerous
think
waters,
my
like your
husband
husband
wants
said.
more.
No, I
we
did.
have 4 cats and 3
That's a
kittens,
lot.
and we're trying to get rid of the
Yeah,
3
see,
kittens.
Oh, you're
that's a
trying to
lot.
get rid of some.
I was-
Oh, that's a lot. It's hard to take
My
that many
brother,
cats.
honestly loved animals most
Right.
all his life, but his last ex-wife died,
And it's too much for him.
and the cat she left with him was sickly. So diarrhea, different problems. And I thought, just because that cat was sick, these are healthy kittens. Take them too.
Yeah.
And he's a baby, but I'm saying I'm visiting him Monday, and if he'll take them, great. I'm trying to find someone by Monday because I enjoy 1, but we have 4 now. What about 5? Is that okay?
That's a lot, you know.
I know.
It's a lot.
I want to have the little one kitten because I got attached to her. She's so
Yeah.
cute. Woo!
Big ears. Yeah.
We had 9
Look,
at
that's
once.
cute too.
One
Look
time.
at that.
There's 2 more. The
Dinner
Oh.
time was crazy.
that's I already named them. That's Tormenta and oh my god, I forget what I named her. The other one.
Hola. Hello, pretty kitty. Hello, we speak healing.
That's
Yeah,
I believe that's the strongest one of the bunch.
Yeah, she looks like she's recuperating. And is she going to drink her water?
Yep.
Can I pet